What's up, friends, and welcome back to I.E In Friends. My name is Saul V Gomez.
My name is Cesar.
Memo Ochoa is daddy as fuck.
Hell yeah. And today's very special guest, it is a huge honor to have her on. She's a Latin Grammy Nominated Artist. Ooh. She represents Mexico any chance she gets. Hey. She's one of the best rappers, female and male. We have Snow, the product.
Dang,
what up?
Thank you for that intro.
No, thank you so much. This means so much to me.
No, thank you.
To you. To us.
Well, to us. But also, when I first started the podcast, like one of my main goals was to like influence our community. Mm-hmm. And literally from the beginning, I've had a list of people I want on. And you were on that list, so this means a lot to me.
Thank you. Well, I'm honored that I was even on the list or mentioned. I'm happy to be here. Y ya saben, anytime you guys want me here, I'll be here. I'll make the hour and 45 minute drive.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Yeah, no, you're good.
That. So before when I started this podcast, there's this one song that really like inspired me, and it was "Immigrants" with Canon, and you're featured on there. Mm-hmm. That one, I would hear it a lot during Amazon, like when I used to work in Amazon. Okay. And I was like, oh yeah, there's one bar on that song. It's like, estamos what was it? It was like, a llevar el oro que nos robaron. And yeah. I was like, damn, that's such like a good line. And I was like, yeah, I want to like showcase our community, and I kind of want to get like the community together. Yeah. And then so that's when I started like venturing into your music, and I was like, bro, she has such like a fire message in most of her songs. Yeah. So I was just wondering, like, where has that fire came from? Where you're just like, you always want to represent where you're from and who you are.
I think honestly, my dad. Like, I don't even think I know anything different. You know what I mean? Like my mom is like one of those like white Mexicans, you know, like she's not white obviously, but like she is, I guess. She's freckled, ginger, you know, like white complected Mexican. And my dad, pelirroja, all that. Yeah. My dad is more like, you know, like from Michoacan, like a little bit more, you know, indigenous and all that stuff. Yeah. And obviously my mom also has indigenous in her, but it's just more like, you know, how they look, right? Yeah. So I always, as a little kid, I don't know, I was really proud of like being brown, like being like my dad, you know. I was a daddy's girl, so like my dad would instill in me to be very proud Mexican, to like really not cower down and like not feel less than anybody, to be very proud of like who I was and how beautiful like the culture was, you know what I mean? Definitely. So I really like, I can't even take credit for it as much as just like it was instilled in me at a young age. And I hope, you know, that's what I'm doing with my son, is just like making him proud of like who he is. And you know, I was always also in high school, like or like middle school even, embarrassed of people that would be embarrassed of being Mexican. Yeah. I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know, the people that would always pretend they were something else. Like, I'm Puerto Rican or whatever. And it's like, bro, like, come on.
I'm
like,
Spanish.
Fucking,
I hated
like,
the Spanish show. My grandparents are from Spain.
Yeah. And it's like, no offense to anybody else, but at the same time, bro, like, be happy of who you are. And like, why should it be such a shame? Or also whenever people would be like, if somebody else was asked like, oh, are you Mexican? They'd be like, no. And it's like, damn, bro, like not too much. Like, calm down. Yeah. You don't have to be so like, you know, offended. It's not an offense to be called Mexican. For sure. Like, we good. You know?
And that's literally one of the reasons why I wanted you on, because you just have that influence on people, and there's like no, like, you don't hold back. You're like, this is who I am, and this is what I want, this is what I do. Yeah. And I feel like, especially in mainstream media, we need that. We need someone representing Mexicans. Yeah. For example, me growing up, so I went to a private school, and it was filled with a bunch of like white kids. So at one point I was like, I don't fit in. Like, I don't feel Mexican. Like, I'm Mexican. If I tell people my name is Saul, they're like, Saul, what the fuck? Like, it's Saul. Yeah. So I like grew up like kind of like shunned and like, fuck, I want to fit in. Mm-hmm. And then so growing up, I didn't really have someone to look up to like that. Someone being proud of like being Mexican. Yeah. And then so now when I grew up, I actually took a Chicano studies class, and that's where I was like, yo, this is amazing. Like, it's so beautiful. And I was like, I want to have people on the show who inspire other people who are just like in my position. I think you're great at that.
Thank you. So. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you. It's like, thank you for noticing. Because no, honestly, yeah, I agree. I went to a lot of different high schools and middle schools, but mostly it was like predominantly like Filipino and white. Mm-hmm. So you know, there'd be like a lot of like Pinoy pride or like Pinay pride and stuff. And it's like, I was like, okay, dope. Like, I wrote Mexican pride on my backpack. Yeah. And like, I got hella made fun of for that. And I was just just like, why? Like, I'm allowed to be proud too, you know? So I think it just came from that rebellion of like, bro, like I just want to be, I want to be accepted for loving like who, you know, where I'm from.
Yeah,
and
proud.
And I fucking love it. I love Mexico. Like I've always said, I'm Mexican American.
Yeah.
I understand that I technically fall into the Chicana too, and that's great. But I was raised in a pinche rancho, like with fucking, you know, animals and shit. Yeah. So I love that shit.
No, and I love that even like your new, like you have a rancho now. Like you don't live like in like a normal Hollywood Hills house. Like you got a rancho with like animals and stuff. Dirt
bikes. You know what I mean? I like that shit. I just really love that lifestyle. And to be honest, it's the best type of lifestyle to live. That's how I want to raise my kid. I want to have more kids. That's how I want to have my family, is like just enjoying that same cool ass lifestyle that you live in Mexico.
When you have parties at your house, do you have like banda pulling up?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, for my birthday, I remember that they didn't have a banda, but like one of the guys that does construction, I adopted him as my dad now. So like my dad, my dad Miguel, he his kids, they have a little trio. They just made one, sick. And so I fucking told him, I'm like, yo, practice at all my fucking parties and shit. So it was lit. I definitely want to have more, but I haven't brought the tambora yet. Like that's. I'll invite y'all, and then we'll just throw a fucking tambora party.
Oh, bro, I got my boots ready for sure.
Because my neighbors are loud as hell. You would think I was the loud one, but my neighbors, like, they're Armenian. They be wilding. Really? So I'm like, it's my turn to turn up. You gotta show up. And y'all better not call the cops on me.
No, that's amazing. I always say like whenever like I win like an award for something, being like whenever I make it to the top, I'm gonna have like a grupo in my house and just go out and have a grupo firme playing in my backyard or something.
Hell yeah. I mean, hey, hell yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sick. So I like the so whenever like I see your interviews and like whenever just like paparazzi stops you, there's always paparazzi. Well, there's always like people. You always got like there's always like a strong message behind it.
Yeah.
When do you feel like your message or whatever you're trying to put out, that when will it be fulfilled? When will you feel fulfilled in the message you're putting out through your music and like interviews? What's up, friends? Before we continue today's episode, we're gonna shout out our friends at Manscaped. Woo! It's never too early to play holiday music, and it's never too early to start thinking about gifts. Whether it's for a friend or the friends in your pants.
Our friend?
This friend. You can make this a season to be jolly with Manscaped. Do your little drummer boy a favor and use the Lawnmower 4.0 to avoid another silent night in the bedroom.
Does he be banging the drums?
He be banging the pussy. Then add in Manscaped's top-of-the-line shower products to have people thinking, all I want for Christmas is you. Santa cares about his sack, so should you. Look nice when you get naughty by going to manscaped.com and use code I.E Friends for free shipping and 20% off. Try it.
So I went on a date not too long ago, and my tree was looking a little short, you know, because there was a lot of bushes around it.
Yeah.
I did a little trimming with Manscaped. My tree ended up having Christmas lights that night.
That's right. Got a little snow on the bush.
My balls were jingling.
You got a little snow on her bush.
The Manscaped Platinum.
Got a little snow on my mouth.
Ooh, a little snow in the mouth.
A little snow on my mouth. Okay, we're not gonna.
Oh shit! All right, anywho, the Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is the one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. It has everything needed to help you deck the halls from face to balls, just in time for mistletoe season. Sure. The Platinum Package has each product from the best-selling Performance Package plus Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo plus Conditioner, and Ultra Premium Deodorant. It's the best way to smell fresh from your Santa hat to your candy cane. The Lawnmower 4.0 Body Trimmer and Weed Whacker, Nose and Ear Hair Trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate presence. Plus, both are waterproof, so there's no issue clearing the snow out of your driveway. There's a 4000K LED light on it so you can light the way like Rudolph. Now you've groomed candy cane, it's time to make sure you don't smell like reindeer with the Platinum Shower products. All of Manscaped shower gear is sulfate-free, vegan, and made to have your skin feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. But smelling good doesn't stop at the shower. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner can solve stank problems all day long. Once they touch your sack, you'll never go back. The Platinum Package 4.0 sitting under the tree is guaranteed to put anyone in the holiday spirit. And for the perfect stocking stuffer, add in the brand new Body Buffer and incredible body scrubber that makes exfoliating easy. And
stuff her.
Oh, hell yeah. And a lot cleaner than that old loofah. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code IE Friends at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com and use code IE Friends. Get your jingle balls ready for the holidays. And now,
Get your balls in her face.
back to the episode. Fulfilled in the message you're putting out through your music and like interviews.
I don't know. I don't think I'm not fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm pretty happy with where I'm at and what I'm doing. I think I'm at a place now where I think it's just more continue doing what I'm doing and maybe at a bigger scale. Like if you were talking small business, I would just be scaling my business, but I'm happy with the structure and with what it is. It's just now like kind of like reaching out and branching out into other stuff. But as far as like what I set out to do, I didn't even think I would get this far. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think, you know, a lot of my friends when I was first starting out, they were just like, oh, like, yeah, like she'll be all right. She won't be bigger than this artist, you know? And it was somebody who was like locally known. Yeah. And so for me to have surpassed that has made me feel like, dude, this is dope. Like Mexican women in rap they don't even allow us to get to certain places. You know what I mean? So now I'm happy. I think I'm good. Let's just, you know, keep it going and everything's icing on the cake.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Mexican women and rap with a song in the Black Panther movie.
Yeah,
that's a fucking flex, yo. That's a flex.
Yeah. Huge congrats on
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially because that movie too. I haven't seen it yet, but there's like the whole Namor who was like the first it was a huge Mexican representation on there. So for you hitting a song on there, it's just perfect.
No, it was super. When they told me about it a while back, I was just really scared that it was, you know, that it might be a bad thing because, you know, there's already like black and brown issues in LA and then you know, there's just so many things of like division and stuff. So I was like, bro, don't tell me the Mexicans are gonna be against, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a beef or whatever. And they said no, like you should be good, blah blah blah. Like make the song. So I made the song. I made a very like happy, like just more about our people, you know, like our ancestors and being indigenous and being proud of who we are. And I was just praying that it would end up on the soundtrack. So when they gave me they told me that it was definitely happening. I was like, oh my God, thank God, you know? But it was hard to keep a secret because I got a big mouth sometimes. So I was just like, don't say it.
It's exciting news, especially when you have the OG E40 on it too.
Right? Yeah. No, yeah. It's awesome. I really can't. I couldn't end the year off any better. You know?
That's a way. Even like I was listening to, I was like, bro, this sounds like a World Cup song. Because
God willing, because honestly, they grabbed it from that to do the NFL the Monday night, and they started like really airing it. So to me, I'm like, dude, good music will live on. You know what I mean? There's been songs that like I made 5 years ago that all of a sudden do well on TikTok, or all of a sudden they get picked up for a movie. So to me, it's like that's what I've finally understood is like keep making good music, and even if people don't acknowledge it the first, you know, couple months, or like it doesn't make a big splash, you never know when it'll get picked up for something, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, it's lit.
Hey, you know, 2026.
You know,
2026
World Cup. It's gonna be here in Mexico.
It's gonna be in Inglewood.
You could be the official song.
You never know, man. Hopefully, God willing, from your mouth to God's ears.
Yep. Hell yeah, it is. When for example, when you get asked to do like a song like that, like they're like, did they tell you like, hey, we're looking for music for this for the movie, and they kind of tell you like what the movie's about, and you make a song about it, or how does that work?
It's always different for stuff. For this one, definitely Disney is very, and you know, this is a huge deal, so everybody's like super hush about it. So they told me to pull up to a studio. I happened to be in Mexico City already because I've been in Mexico City a lot. And then when I pulled up, they were just like, oh, this is for, you know, the Black Panther movie, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh shoot, like, and then it was they don't promise you anything. They're just like, work. If we like it, we'll keep it. So I just work and I give them my best, and you know, I just pray, and then a few months later you hear an answer, you know. So yeah, they do give you a little like recap. And there's some movies or some shows or some things that whenever they give me the thing, I'm just like, I'm not really like feeling that, you know. But this was like, I gotta swing and see what happens. So yeah, I'm glad it happened.
I'm low key excited to go watch the movie because I've been trying to watch it. And I was like, bro, now I really want to watch it. Like, I want to go and hear your song.
No, go watch it. You know, you don't notice, apparently, because I didn't even notice, but a couple people have told me that it is in there. I guess it's on the girl's headphones when they go find her. So it's like early on in the movie, but she's listening to the song. So it's like, I didn't catch it. And I'm me. I'm like, dude, the song wasn't even in there. But I guess it's like you briefly hear it. But whatever, dude, I'm on the fucking soundtrack. To me, I'm like, bro,
it's on the track list.
It's there. Para la próxima, I'm going to be the Black Panther. No, I'm just kidding.
take off the mask. Like Snow.
Just make me a brown cat somewhere in the background. I'll be all right.
So I like your name, Snow the product, and I googled it, and like you got it from Snow White.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite Disney princess, or why was
I literally just didn't have a name. I didn't have a rap name. My dad was the one that was just, what's your name as an artist? And I was like, I don't fucking know. And so, I mean, I didn't cuss at him, but you know, I was just like, what? And yeah, like Snow White, my friend Crystal and I, like she sang, I rapped. We wanted to have this fairy tale, you know, like we were going to make it. We were going to be the fucking Nina Sky of like nowadays, you know? That, but, and I don't know, she wanted to be Disney princesses, and I just kind of picked Snow White. Don't really know why. And then eventually, you know, you can't really trademark that because of Disney. And then shouts out Disney though. And then I don't got no beef with you. And then the product got added because of just being a product as an artist. Cool. And that's it, really. I don't know. It has no point. But now I realize I really am Snow White. Like I have a TikTok where I literally talk to all the animals around my ranch. Yeah, I've seen that. I fucking, you know, I live with a bunch of dudes. Like, you know, it's just kind of like developing into the real ghetto Snow White. So here we are.
Ghetto Snow White. Do you I'm noticing there's a lot of trends in what you're saying. Like you speak something and then it comes to fruition. Are you huge on like manifestation?
I didn't even know I was. You know, like I didn't. Like I don't know if it's one of those things where it's just like I've said it before. Like I didn't think I got raised very Catholic, right? So very Catholic, very traditional, Mexican, all that stuff. So I never thought that deeply into it. And then when I started realizing like, bro, what did I know about like opening a label or trademarking my name or making a business or write-offs or anything? I didn't go to college like that. So a lot of these things just kind of like happened, and it was just like, I don't know, you know, like something, but you know, I used to drive around and just look at ranches, and then the next thing I know, I'm closing on one. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, it really is those that I sat outside of the ranch before I even bought it, and I just like ate, and I just started like being like, what if I lived here? Like this would be fucking cool. And it just, I don't know. Yeah, I guess technically, but it's like it got thrown on me. Like I'm not even gonna say that I'm just this great guru person. Like you start to grow up and realize like, fuck, like I really have just like attracted things. And worked, you know, all I've done is like try to work through my anxiety. And eventually next thing you know, I look around and I'm like, fuck, you know, we here.
It's happening.
Let's change the subject because my man's falling asleep over here. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I was literally like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like struggling breathing right now. So.
Oh my gosh. What happened? It's the fucking, te estoy sacando el aire. Yeah, I'm like fucking manifesting all the air in the room right now.
The energy.
He's like, she's talking really fast. I'm out of breath. Like,
your brain.
This bitch is intense.
You're trying to manifest or what? You're like, this shit's hard.
Like, give me that energy.
Canelo in this bitch.
Yeah, you're trying to grab the energy.
I'm kind of like self-conscious because sometimes I feel like when I watch back some episodes, I could hear some breathing on the mic, and I always think it's me. So that's why right now, if you see me going like this, I'm like that because I'm trying to breathe. Because if I have it right here, I don't want to be like.
You should. That'd be so cool if like the whole time I'm talking, you just hear some like breathing in the background. They're like, what happened?
Some Darth Vader
really like low.
This is a very important episode, so the last thing I want to hear is fucking breathing while you're talking. So that's why I'm just like,
and that mic picks up everything. It's not directional, so it'll pick them up.
I love that. That you even that's cool. I like that. I be like self-conscious and shit. That's why I keep like twitching and like moving my sweater and shit. Cool. This is the anxiety couch right here.
You know, you have a podcast too, and now that you do a podcast, do you notice things that you didn't notice before?
Yeah. I think I guess I didn't realize. First of all, I have to burp. Hold on. All right. Sorry. Y'all gave me Michelob Ultra and shit. No, but I guess I never realized that I do think really fast because of my anxiety. So sometimes like I'll watch back the podcast and like a moment that I thought was like mad awkward, like it really wasn't, because I just was thinking in my head like, oh my God, that was so weird. You know, that was an awkward pause, but it's like it really wasn't. So I think that also just I realized that I really like talking. I really like podcasting.
Yeah.
Like I like hanging out with my brother and fucking talking. Cool. And we started doing that during the pandemic. Yeah, because I didn't have shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And then and now it's become something that like I really, really enjoy. Like it's therapeutic for me.
For sure.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it like.
I think I find that I find the podcast very therapeutic too.
Yeah.
Like, it's very chill.
I can't wait to sit down with the boys and talk about my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you're going
Only with the boys, by the way.
Only with the boys.
only with the boys.
Yeah.
You can't cry in front of the girls.
No.
Not at all.
That's what. Yeah. That's a great little.
What do you think
segue
about
there,
like your partner, your male partner crying in front of you? Is that
My male partner.
yeah? Well, back in I know, yeah, back in the, for us, because we have this thing where it's just like, don't cry in front of your girlfriend.
Or
Why?
Don't show her your emotion.
Why?
Talk about your emotions with her.
Why?
She's gonna think you're a soft.
Because I guess
not
in
gonna
a way women tend to see a view of men in a different way. So like if you cry in front of your girl, they basically lose respect for you. So I always hear this thing like, oh no, we love it when men cry and emotions, but there's been studies shown on it, and there's been like studies and reports that like once you cry in front of your girl, your woman, she will lose respect for you. A lot of women have been honest and said, yeah, like once that my man's cried in front of me, I didn't see him the same way.
Like he's not alpha anymore.
I mean, she sounds like she needs therapy.
Yeah,
Right.
she sounds like she needs.
You know what I mean? Like if a girl is that like shallow, that's not, you know what I mean? And I think there's something to be said. For example, me, obviously I date girls, and I now am more sympathetic, I think, of dudes, because obviously dating women, like I could be like, bro, like what? Like sometimes the girl is the fucking problem.
Yeah, there you go. You said it. Like, there you go. We can end the podcast right there.
And like that, we're out.
That's the soundbite we needed.
But it is true. Sometimes, like, you know, like it doesn't necessarily, like the issues aren't always coming from like one side or the other. Like you never really know. And if a person can't express their feelings, or that's gonna make you see them as less alpha or whatever, it's like, to me, I think a guy that tries to act tough all the time is whack as fuck. That's beta as hell.
Yeah.
Sorry, especially any guy that has to mention it. Like a guy that's like, bro, if your energy doesn't give it, then you're not that.
I just saw that, and I saw the whole studies and shit. And I just kind of thought it was like so fucking sad. I was like, what kind of shit is that? Like, so I cried one time in front of you, and it's like, oh, like you're not a man no more. Like you're not who I thought you were.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to vibes and when it comes to like people, for example, you cry in front of this girl's like, oh, I don't like you anymore. Then that's kind of the universe like getting her out of your life, because that's not supposed to be for you. Like you're supposed to be with somebody who's at your same vibe. If you feel comfortable enough to cry in front of a woman, then you are technically above any bitch that would have a problem with it. So let her be in the sewer where she belongs, and you should go find yourself a woman that would allow you to cry and express your feelings however the fuck you see fit.
And fucking sewer rats.
Yeah. You sewer bitch, get out of here. We're gonna cry together.
Yeah, go cry. Skit.
Yeah, let her go over there with whoever the fuck she thinks is tough. And then later on, when that tough guy who is also not healed beats her ass, and that's her fucking karma.
That's they have a bunch of just like feelings.
Pent up aggression.
Yeah, like so weird. They're at dinner like this. Like nobody's trying to fucking cry. Like ew.
She's right though about the dudes who always try to act hard, bro. And like, when we go to the club, and
they're the softest ones.
And there's the dudes that are always just like standing there like fucking.
Yeah, they're having no fun at all.
Fucking look at me even like.
Yeah, having no fun at all.
It's like, bro, like y'all, you're not having fun. You over here. I don't care if you have a bottle, bro. You over here just fucking standing there, fucking talking about work and shit, or what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
The club, bro. We here to dance.
Club.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
People who go to the club and don't dance are so weird.
Right.
Like, what are you here for?
Yeah,
Just to fucking look at everybody?
They're here to flex because they got a bottle.
Those are the worst
Even me, I'll
ones.
get a bottle and then I'll get down from the section and I'll go dance.
I say that all the time. That's way more time. It's cool having like your section and then you go out to the dance floor and just...
Your section is to put your stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then you can go down.
And your coat, your bags, whatever.
Yeah, and to like decompress. Like you go down there, you dance, and then you like come up and you're like...
You sit down for a minute.
That's where you talk to the coach.
Over there.
Yeah. Coach.
Yeah, straight up.
Game plan with your boys. You set up the game plan with your boys.
When you gonna come here,
we gotta get a section together. That way we could just sub each other in.
Kids
having anxiety, we're like, all right, bro, go back to the section. We las cosas, and then we're fucking going back.
We have a coach just like imagining everyone.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, we have too many players on the fucking field. Get them back in.
You're like, shut the fat ass, but I don't know what to say to her, bro. Like,
what you go say?
I've been eyeing her.
You got it.
I'm losing her, dog. I'm losing her. What do I do?
Bro, I've seen her. She likes you.
You take out the whiteboard. You're like,
yeah.
Come here.
So this is where you fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, so Saul's gonna go in and throw her drink on the floor. You're gonna come in, buy her a new one.
I'm dead. Boom. First of all, y'all are tag teaming toxicity. What the fuck?
They just knocked the fuck out of her drink.
She wouldn't even know.
Ladies beware. All them accidents was on purpose.
They weren't accidents.
I'm dead.
Have you ever done anything like that to get like at a girl? You strategize something. You're like, hey, do this, and I'm a come in, swoop her up.
I like not on purpose. Like I feel like I've definitely I mean this story most of my fans know like where like I think my move is like kind of like look and then kind of like look away and then kind of like wait for them to do their thing. I got the shy game and it's like it's a long game for sure. I can't.
That's the game I be playing.
That's the game.
Yeah.
That's the game I be playing. You got the rizz hard.
You know,
yeah.
When we used to do a lot of house parties and like I'm getting pretty lit, I'm like I'm gonna go be the mysterious guy sitting on the couch by himself.
Yeah.
And someone's just gonna come and I'm like it's the shy game. Really
don't be
works.
too sad though, because nowadays, I mean, girls are onto that. I mean, you know what I mean, including the whole guitar and shit. If you're the guy on the couch, sad with a teardrop rolling down in a guitar, it's like, all right, bro, we seen this shit on
You're
fucking.
the guy at the bonfire with the guitar, like I made this song.
Yeah, baby
Like, get
girl.
the fuck out of here, dude.
Bro, fucking get your bangs out of here. No, but yeah. The shy game, I think, is the long.
shy game,
Because
for sure.
mostly because I actually am shy and I cannot get rejected. Like I'll be like. I'll go into hibernation for like 3 months. I was like, damn, dude, that was embarrassing. So no, I just
that's why
embarrassing
to get
it is embarrassing to get
embarrassing as
rejected, but it builds you.
You just gotta
feel like
But builds you for what?
Exactly.
For the next
Just a hard ass shell.
for the
So
next
the next one
rejection.
don't hurt so much.
They always try to make me go up to girls at the club all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just very shy. So like, and I'm very scared of rejection. So they're like, who cares, bro? Just ask 10. One of them's gonna say yes. I'm like, that's 9 times looking like a fucking dumbass. I don't want to look like a fucking idiot 9 times, bro.
That is terrible numbers, dog.
Bro,
like, no.
And especially when you go up to a girl and everyone's watching you, dude, because people look at you when you're going up to this girl, bro. And they just see the rejection. You're just
that
like,
is awkward.
You gotta have that walk of shame, like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, bro, 9 times. Come on, bro.
Oh, not the feet. Fuck, this shit sucks.
And there's a bunch of people in the way, so you can't even like walk away from her. You're just like,
you gotta wait.
I'm just gonna walk away and like once the guy moves.
No, bro, fuck that.
No, fuck that. I would not.
Yeah.
No.
I don't care if it's 1 out of 10, bro. Those 9 times, bro. And especially if you tell me to go up to a girl, there's probably a girl that's nearby that I've already asked and she said no, and she's watching me that's another girl. That's even worse, bro.
And you know what? That's true because like literally I had a homie that like we would be on tour or whatever, and then we'd be at the after parties or anything like that, and I'd watch him when it's about to be closing time or whatever. This motherfucker would go like this, and you're like, watching this motherfucker ping pong around. You're like, damn, dog, like what the fuck? But it's hard. Now imagine being a lesbian.
Yeah.
And now you can't decipher which one's gay, which one's not. Hell no.
Yeah, I feel like that's tough. Like that's hard, right?
I'm not fucking. The reason I dress like this is because it makes it that much easier for bitches to approach me because they know I'm fucking gay. I wanted people to see me on the street and to be like, there goes a homosexual. Y'all saw that sound on TikTok. But that's what, unless my For You page is just mad gay. But yeah, like this is my.
It's a sick ass
This
style.
is my come to me, bitch outfit.
Mine too.
Yeah, because when I dress girly, then dudes hit on me, and then I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Is that awkward when, especially when they don't leave you alone? Have you ever had like dudes you tell them like, hey, bro, like, nah.
Bro, I've had dudes not leave us alone, and we're literally on a date, and we're engaged.
What?
Oh,
And we're like, bro, like we're on a date, and they'd be like, oh, so, and it's like.
So what? Like,
And you know what's crazy is like, yeah, it could even get violent. So sometimes you really have to be like, hey, listen, like you have to really stroke a man's ego to tell them to leave you alone, because I've literally been in a situation where I have to be like, so you know how whenever you're on a date with a girl and like if your boy was to come, you know what I mean? Like you have to break it down for them. And it's like, to be honest, as a human being, like I shouldn't have to break it down for you like this. But at the same time, I've been in situations where the guy has gotten like kind of like aggressive. So I also kind of get scared. So you just kind of have to. It just goes with the territory of like.
Yeah, I've seen those situations like got rapes and stuff like that, and I'm like, damn, like I even have to like kind of step up and be like, hey, yeah, like she's with us, even though she's not. And then I'm like, hey, be safe, have a good one.
No,
we're out of here, like that's it.
Straight up, and thank you for that.
No,
because honestly,
like
it's a very
what the
real
fuck?
shit.
Like it's so fucking weird. Like it gives you like wow, I don't know.
And that's why sometimes, you know, these type of issues, I know that within our community, sometimes like dudes are like, yeah, we get it, you're fucking gay, haha. But it's like, yeah, but also the reason that the representation matters so much is because people are so behind on what lesbian looks like or what queer looks like, you know. So sometimes you have to explain to people like a girl can be very feminine and still be gay and not be interested, or even if she's not gay and she's not interested, she's allowed to say no. Like that's a full sentence, you know. But motherfuckers be like, no, she's playing hard to get.
Don't persuade her.
Yeah, like it's like no. bro, just leave her alone.
Yeah, it's very hard for lesbians to like. Let's just say you're at a club that's not like LGBTQ themed or whatever. Like like just a normal club, right? Whatever. I feel like it is hard for lesbians to find other lesbians because like you can tell when a guy is gay, right? Guy very feminine, very like doing dancing like a girl, basically. You would say.
No, I've seen some gay ass, straight looking ass dudes.
Buff ass motherfuckers.
There's a bunch of gay dudes out there that got wives and kids and shit. Andan con el pinche taladro every fucking day. Y llegan en el weekend y se van por allá por West Hollywood.
Saca los tíos.
I like there's like I see a recurring theme in like the TikToks you post or even in your music, how you're like talking about like I'll take your girl.
I'm dead. I think it's a joke. It's a joke.
I mean, guys,
be honest.
Like
it's a joke. I actually wouldn't. Like I think it's like Snow the product is very like that's the identity. Is yeah. Like if I wanted to, possibly.
Like don't make me mad, bro.
Do I want to? No, because then now I gotta worry about you being mad at me or like her, like maybe playing back and forth. Like honestly, I would probably like be too. I don't know, like. Sad or insecure. Like I could take. Here's the thing about taking someone's girl.
Yeah,
you could take her.
Yeah,
are you gonna keep her? Are you gonna keep her one because she wants to, or also if she's willing to go with you, she probably ain't that great anyway. Sure. So now you got to be sitting here like, damn. Or let's say you take her and then dude's like, thanks, I've been meaning to get rid of that bitch. And you're like, fuck, now I'm stuck with that bitch.
That bitch is crazy.
Right?
Did me a favor.
So I'm like, bro, you know what? Keep your trash. Like, I'm good. Like, I will attract, similar to the ranch, I will attract what I need to attract and it will be perfect. But for right now, I'm having fun. This is the first time I've ever been single in a really long time. Ooh, since I was, I don't know, in fucking high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I went like dating, marriage, divorce, relationship. And now I'm just kind of like, vibing. So thank God. Shouts out. Yeah. The universe is doing good.
Universe. Is it hard dating as an artist?
I thought you were gonna say lesbian.
You just say lesbian artist too.
My bad. So are you bi or lesbian now? Like
I'm queer. I don't know what I am, but do I prefer absolutely women. I will that's it's like if you had the choice, you would probably go with women, right? No, they're just way better.
Yeah, exactly. Women are pretty fine.
So yeah, I like being straight. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So same. For sure. But is it hard dating being an artist? Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you ever have like whenever you're talking to someone, do you think about like, oh, what if they're using me to just like for the platform or like the attention?
I don't. Lucky for me, I feel like I'm very standoffish and I don't really start dating anybody until I'm like sure. Like I can talk to people, I can like, you know, make funny jokes, whatever. Yeah. But like I don't consider me talking to somebody until I'm like pretty sure. Okay. And I think there's benefits to dating me, you know what I mean? That aren't necessarily just me. Like there's definitely like I'm not the sorry, I should have fucking put that shit on. You're good. Wow, it's my brother. I think there's benefits that aren't Claudia, right? My name's Claudia. That's not Claudia. They're attached to Snow the product. And so I have to always like make that type of separation. And lately I've been realizing, you know what I mean? Like I don't have to pay for everything. Like I don't have to go be extravagant. I don't have to do certain things just because then I'll be sure. Porque dicen like, you know, like if you always give people, if you're always giving to somebody, like they'll fall in love with your hand, not your heart. So it's like, damn. I'm trying to learn how to do that. Yeah. I'm in therapy now, so you know I'm learning. You're learning.
That's good.
Taking a Costco hot dog. What's up?
Yeah, but there has been some lesbians out there that fell in love with my hand. I'm not gonna
lie.
Fire, sick. Love that. That threw me off track. I mean, cool.
So like if you're dating someone, this is a question that we have because it's the holiday season and stuff like that, right? If you're talking to someone, you know, you've been talking to them for like a couple months. Do you give them a gift during the holidays, like Christmas time and stuff like that?
Not still talking stage, right?
Still talking stage. Let's say not like a Snow the product, not just more like a like just like Claudia, like not giving the hand, but more from the heart type of thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely a giver. Like I feel good giving people gifts or giving, you know what I mean? Like I always have. So yeah, if it's someone that que me nace, like if I'm just si me nace, like I'm doing it, and I don't care if it's expensive or if it's not, or if it's, you know, it's like it's early on in the like. If I want to, I'm gonna do it.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
How long though into the talking stage till you get a present for your whoever you're dating? For example, let's say if I start talking to a girl last month, Should I get her a Christmas present?
I would.
Si te nace.
Si te nace, bro. Like, yeah, like I feel like there's been times when it's like, oh, I barely started talking to somebody for a month and I gave him $1,000 gift, or you know, like 2 months and you know, a little bit, or fucking a long time, and I'm like, bro, fuck you. It just it's whatever, you know what I mean? It's like whatever you feel like doing. It has to come from the heart, and because then that way when things come from the heart, you don't regret it. You know, because it's like even if you ever stop talking, you're like, look, I felt that at the moment. I hope you enjoy it. Other than that, fuck it.
I feel like it's never too early, bro. Honestly,
like, you're right.
It just like it lets him or her know that, like, you know, like you thought about them. Even if it's like, hey, we're only talking for a month, but like, here's just something small. Fuck with you. Just.
And sometimes those little thoughtful things, those little tiny, like something cute that like they said like fucking a long time ago and you caught on. Yeah. That's like cool, you know? I'd rather those type of things.
Yeah, like, big time.
Because she'll notice, bro.
Yeah, she'll notice.
She will definitely notice.
I had this one funny story. There's this girl I was dating. We were dating for a minute. And I got her some like Chanel shoes. Hey. And I was excited to give it to her. But it was during COVID, so a lot of the mail got like stopped. And we kind of had a falling off. Ooh. And these were expensive shoes. But since it never shipped, I was still able to cancel it. Hey. So I was so fucking I was so happy.
Hell
I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Hell yeah, why not? I mean, you know.
Ya no te nacía.
Yeah, no me.
You know.
Straight up.
How about for the fans listening? Would you ever like date fans, or have you dated fans, or have there been fans that have caught your attention?
I always say I don't date fans, and I don't. But I'm not a liar, so like I would be lying if I didn't like admit that maybe I talked to somebody that may have been a fan. I mean,
then there's just
maybe
she was a baddie, bro. She was a baddie.
I mean, I'm just not gonna lie, but So I don't know.
When you because I've always thought about this, because I always feel like I can, like, for example, like, I don't know, you probably know her personally, so I'm just gonna, but she's taken right now. Becky G. I love her, like Becky G.
That's his wife.
That's my wife.
She's fire.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like
she's fire. Like, she's taken.
Yeah,
by the way, her dude is like, you know,
he's a sick ass soccer player.
We ain't competing, but if she wasn't in a relationship with him and she was queer, we'd be fighting.
I'll take his ankles, bro.
Let's like collectively.
Let's do the party thing.
Let's do like, bro,
we gotta have her there. We gotta have her there, and then we're gonna have a soccer ball, and I'm gonna take him on, bro. And she's gonna like, see your boy, you can't even tackle me, bro.
I'm dead.
And then you drop her a drink, and then Saul comes in and buys her one.
I'm dead.
Strategic.
I'm dead.
I'm telling you, I'm the one with the whiteboard.
And then I text her and I'd be like, hey, all these dudes are fucking losers. You gotta
These dudes don't even own a ranch.
They don't have their own ranch.
How many horses these fools have?
They did so much.
These guys that just attacked your boyfriend are assholes.
She DMs over and the DM goes right into the DM. We're still requested.
I've always thought about, though, like if I go up to a celebrity that I'm a fan of, should you say, like, is it a turnoff when a celebrity hears, oh, I'm a fan? Like, oh, because like now, like I don't date fans. So if it's better to approach a celebrity as like normally, instead of saying, hey, I'm a fan, and then try to date. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you are a fan, it's disingenuous. So like, for example, like if somebody comes up to me and they're just like act like they don't know who I am, and eventually, let's say we hit it off, and 6 months later I find out, by the way, this really happened to me. Ooh. And like months later I realized like you did know who I was, and you were kind of lying. It'd be like weird. Yeah. Like I literally would, like when I found this out about, there was this chick that tried to act like she didn't know who I was, blah, 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 all this shit. Come to find out, the only reason she was like flirting with me was because she was in a whole ass relationship and her boyfriend was like obsessed with me. Oh. So it was like her way of kind of like this weird fucking thing.
Yeah.
I promise you, I was shaking. Like when I found out, I was like, what the fuck? Mind you, we never like messed around. At this time, I don't even really think I was like fully out or nothing. It was just like one of those things where I was just like, I felt mad played. Like, you know, like I was like, damn, I felt stupid. But also I was just like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, hell no, bro. I don't hit women, but for the homies, bro.
Right? Shit.
Oops. That's crazy.
It's all right. She's doing terribly now.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'll keep that in my notes if I ever...
So if you're a fan of Rosalia, you better tell her.
Becky G.
Sorry.
Yeah, Becky G.
Rosalia. I saw a meme about Rosalia today, and I was listening to her music.
That meme, or what?
Yeah, I was listening to her music today. I was like...
Oh, yours is Rosalia?
No, I like her music.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I don't think I really have a
artist crush.
I don't think I really have one. No, like I mean, I don't know. I've never really.
Yeah. Do you have a celebrity crush? No, you got a celebrity crush?
Shit.
Becky G.
So I was about to cry.
No, Becky G. No, that's the homie though. I don't want it to be fucking awkward. No, that's a homie. But she's just pretty.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like fucking Georgia Smith is fire as fuck.
Okay. Why does that sound so familiar? But I'm like, don't know who that is right now.
She's fire. But which is crazy because I don't even like that accent. Like I don't like. I'm probably one of the only people that doesn't like that. Where's she from? The UK or something?
Georgia Smith, UK.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like a lot. There's a lot of fine people out there that are celebrities. Sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, there's I've always wanted that because like we're starting to get a little bit more traction in our podcast, and people always thank you. Yeah, people always ask us, is it like hard dating when you're in social media because of all the options? Like you're just like there's always like that J. Cole lyric is there's always someone. Like cuter, is always someone with a better
on the tour, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you ever have like trouble with that, like knowing when to settle?
Cause like I told you though, I didn't. This is the first time I've been single.
Oh yeah, right.
So it's like my relationships have been consecutive, and it was never like literally it was connection. That's it. Like it's just like if I connect with somebody, I don't give a fuck how much money, where, what the fuck. And also like I think that's what's been my problem is that I can do whatever. Like if, for example, if I meet you across the fucking country, I can set you up within, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's my problem is like, I thought romantic was make shit happen for you. So it's like, and now I need to realize like, you know, if I really want somebody to value me like as a human being, like I don't have to do that. Like they should do that for me too. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is my first, like I'm navigating. So if y'all have any tips for me dating, let me know.
Yeah, we for sure.
I'm lonely as shit. I'm lonely as fuck, bro.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
We do a
you want to talk about it?
If you struggling, there's a lot to unpack here. I'm fucking definitely struggling. That's all I'm saying. I'm just being honest right now.
I mean, are clubs better over here? Because we are mad far. So it's like, should I be out here? Like,
yeah, low key. I would say so.
Here you mean very genuine people.
LA talks a lot of shit about the IE.
Here.
No, you know what's crazy is I've always said like Santa Ana. Like if I was to ever like talk to a girl like from LA, like I do feel like Orange County and all that like got more like artsy, like cool. Like there's mad creative people out. You know what I mean? As opposed to like fucking I don't know, fucking no, the IE too. But I'm saying like outside of LA, the outskirts. The donut around LA is fucking fire.
Oh, for sure. I always say that all the time. Especially, I mean, that's kind of the thing of the show I.E In Friends is to kind of highlight the IE and the creatives we have here. And I do recommend dating. Well, do I recommend dating in the IE?
They're real as fuck. I don't fuck with you.
Like a straight like I want like a straight
They're like.
I would say I recommend dating anywhere outside of major cities. I have like this theory where it's like, because in LA, there's a lot of money that comes through LA, so there's a lot of competition. So like, let's say if there's like a local LA girl and you're trying to talk to a local LA girl, she probably has connections with some dude with like a blue verified check that can get her in some red interior seats.
So, but like, why y'all like fuck competition? Like, go in there, like get in there, my boy. Like, what you mean? Fuck that competition.
I just think we're trying to compete with fucking millionaires.
I did, and I won.
Thousandaires. We're over here like fucking making like 20 bucks over here and shit. Like,
I just think there's like too much materialistic in like LA, Miami, and New York, just because of all the money that's coming in.
But I think that's on the girl you're picking. Like,
so I feel like I want to date someone in Kansas.
You go to the club. What else? Like,
but you trying to get a small town girl and like
living in a lonely world.
Hey y'all.
That's like, oh my god.
Hey y'all.
Like any small town here in California too, bro.
Yeah, small town. Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking Kansas.
Go to Bakersfield.
Go to Bakersfield.
That shit far.
Get yourself a Bakersfield, Fresno, fucking Manteca.
Menifee girl.
Yeah.
Y'all look out there. If you're out there, hit me up. Let me know.
If y'all out there in the small towns, man, hit my boys up. And if you happen to be gay, let them know that que me pase el fucking.
There it is right there.
I'm just kidding.
No. Or if you buy two, hit her up.
Hey.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick because this beer got me fucking crazy.
Hey.
But feel free to continue
just like that.
For sure. Continue without the main guy. So now that
I'm the main guy now. I got the juice. I'm the main guy, huh?
So since he's gone, what do you think about so kind of whack, right?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but no, just
we were like, so what do you think about that?
Right? Imagine every time someone leaves, just talk shit. Like, no, that'd be so fucked up.
They're like the ultimate test. No. Yeah.
How was your tour, by the way?
It was great.
How many cities?
Shit. I don't know. What, like 35 more maybe?
How long?
Well, it was like that was the US, and then I went to UK. Like I went to over to Europe, and I did like all like Spain and like London and like a bunch of shit. I did Mexico. I've been nonstop this year.
35 cities, and like how long of a time span?
The 35 was like what, 2 months? 2 months.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. I know people want to travel the world, and of course that's one of the best things to do in life, but 2 months, 35 cities? Fuck that.
No, it was literally like every single day. It's like you have a show, blah, 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 blah. You go to sleep, wake up in the next town, have a couple hours to yourself, then start loading in, do the meet and greet, do the sound check, all that shit, do the show, maybe do an after party, get back in the car, in the bus, load up, do the same thing again. Every single fucking day.
It's like you are traveling, but it's like you don't even kind of get to explore or enjoy it, because like you have all this other like work stuff. So like,
well, for me, I've been touring the US. I've been doing 35. I used to do even more. I used to do like even more cities, because I would do smaller towns. Yeah. But now I've been just kind of sticking to the bigger towns and just being like, everybody come through if you want to. So honestly, I've been doing this for so many years that like almost every one of these cities, like, I know what to do. Like, I know what venue I'm going to. I know what hotel. Like, I kind of like got the people. A lot of times I know what fans are pulling up. Like, I have favorite fans in certain cities. So it's like, I show up. I already know what they're going to do, what we're talking about, all that shit. It's like, it's dope because my career hasn't been like, I blew up all of a sudden. It's been so like,
so like you know them, you know your
so
fans.
So it's like you see your cousin, like your prima's coming into town. You know, every March or April, I'm fucking coming into your town. Yeah. You pull up, you know, we chop it up. I have a show, and that's it. Like you know, you have a good time, and you fucking.
So you have like your day one still that like show
absolutely.
up. Absolutely,
I call them day ones. Like literally, yeah.
That's
like
badass.
There's a lot of them that fucking. There's some that I've gone to their house, like fucking. You know, some that I'm fucking flying in. Like for this show in LA, I'm fucking flying in a fan from New Zealand that's been just a day one fan forever, and she's in fucking New Zealand. So bringing her in. Was a whole thing, but it's like fuck it, bro. Like Chisel, shouts out you.
Shout out Chisel.
Have you been invited to like quinceañeras or weddings like that?
I get invited to them, but honestly, I tell people all the time, like I didn't even go to them in my own family, and like because I have like social anxiety. I feel like tios and tias just like scare the shit out of me.
Just be judging.
I'm so traumatized. So
you just become creepy.
No. Bro,
you get traumatized that young, because when you guys show up and there's already people there sitting down, and when you have to say hi to everyone's just fucking
that part
staring at you, bro. And you're just like, eat your fucking food. Don't look at me. What the fuck?
I would love that. If I could show, that's the only way I would show up to a fucking quinceañera or something. Is like if I show up with y'all and you pull up, and if anybody looks at me, you fucking throw a plate of fucking mole and be like, but yeah, like you know, you gotta do that type of shit. You know, you two show up with 2 cases of Modelo, that way they like us, and then you just throwing up everything.
What you looking at?
Yeah, Stone Cold Stunner anybody.
It's scary, bro, and that's true. I'd rather show up to set up the quinceañera or the bautizo than to fucking show up late and then everybody just stares at you like,
and then you gotta look for like a seat, and it's so awkward. You're like, well, fuck, where do I sit? And there's like one table that's like has like 3 chairs open, but you don't know that family.
Yeah, and then they're looking you up and down, and you're like, did I wear the wrong thing? You know, so I don't know. I just can't. Literally, people are like, how much would you charge? I'll pay whatever. And I'm like, I just don't.
That just makes you feel weird.
You know, I think emotionally how that would trigger me, I don't even think it's worth it. So just show up to my tour.
Did you have a quinceañera growing up?
Have your quinceañera at my show.
Oh, that's actually but put the dress. Did you have a quinceañera?
No. My mom asked me if I wanted a quinceañera or a car. And so I went for the car, and she bought me an $800 car. I'm like, the quinceañera would have been way more money than that. She played the fuck out of me.
She was like, okay, car, I'm gonna cut the pricing like triple. She low-key said yes.
I'm like, what kind of quinceañera do you get for an $800? Like, what the fuck? No, but so I got an $800 Cadillac, and then for every like next holiday, it was like, for this holiday you get the paint. For this holiday you get this. And then for the next holiday, the boyfriend I had at the time fucking crashed it. So I was like, well, there you go. That was it. He bought me another one, but it was
build your car within like 7 years.
Build your car.
Yeah, straight up.
They bought you a build your car.
Yeah, but I didn't have a driver's license, so I don't know. I was whipping though. My mom's ex-boyfriend at the time, he used to fix and sell cars. So I would always be whipping like a new car. I thought I was the shit, you know. You know, the life.
The life.
Fucking old ass cars, but I'm like, I was balling.
Honestly, if you're a kid with just any car, you're
big time, bro.
When you were in high school and you had
bro, my homie had a Buick, like a fucking old ass 1980s Buick, bro. We were mobbing everywhere in that motherfucker, bro. It was like 8 of us in that little 5-seater.
I had a van. I would drive my mom's van.
Oh shit!
So that shit I'm talking about, the fucking door was hanging on by a fucking shoelace type shit. Like that shit was busted, and I didn't give a fuck. It would go to point A, point B, hot box. We good.
I don't recommend this to the young crowd that's watching this, but I remember when I was 15, 16, my friend didn't have a license, but his parents would let him drive. So we'd be going everywhere at 15 years old, bro, like going to the beach on the weekends or whatever. But like he had a Charger, so it was only 5 seats. Yeah. But it would be like 8 of us in that bitch.
Oh my God.
8, 9 of us, because we were all like, we want to go to the beach too, or we want to go to fucking like whatever, you know? And I don't recommend it, because sometimes
memories.
Sometimes 2 people had to go in the trunk.
Yeah.
And that's not a fun ride, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, bro, you had to do what you had to do. Do you want to go to the beach?
When you're 15, bro, and you're just excited to take adventures.
Don't
recommend it though.
Are you still in touch with like your high school friends or friends from like your childhood?
Yeah, some, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is how is like when going into like just the whole celebrity life, did you see like friends like switching up to you, like some friends you probably don't talk to anymore, or any like weird stuff?
Yeah, I think I've been through that with everything, not even just high school friends, just regular friends or people that come along the way that, they see certain benefits. And then, when you say no or when you have boundaries, I think people just, what? And it's well, I'm a person so yeah, I think I've gone through it, but now I'm at a point now where like some people have actually like come around, or like we end up hanging out again. And I feel good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've stayed true to myself, and I don't think I move around the world like I'm not trying to fuck nobody over or, shit on nobody. So in the end, I feel like things end up where they need to be. So a lot of my friends that I had before, we're totally cool now. Doesn't mean we have to talk every day, but it's just like when we do, we hang out and we fucking, it's like if we never stopped.
And you're such a genuine person, so that attracts genuine people as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And I want to let everyone know like how dope Snow is, because I remember I emailed you last year.
When we just started. And it's a little funny story. I'm gonna say real quick, but I emailed you with my gamer email, not my business email. So it was my email it was a super professional. It was a professional email. It had everything, but the email came from Small Seesaw, and that's my PlayStation game name. And then so I never saw that you replied.
Oh,
because it was that email. It was just like my random email.
I'm dead.
And then like couple months later, I was just randomly going through it, and I see Snow, and like my heart dropped. And I'm like, funny. No way, bro, no way. And then like I opened it, and then there, for sure enough, you said yes, I'm down to be on the show.
Yeah.
And I went crazy, like, no, bro, she's not gonna reply anymore. It's been like fucking 5 months.
You're being a little diva, or
bro. I was going.
So I was like, you gotta wait.
I was going so crazy, like no. And then I emailed you again, and sure enough, you're like, oh yeah, no worries. And I'm like, bro, like, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
But honestly, I'm happy. You know how everything happens for a reason?
Yeah.
I'm happy it didn't happen at that time, because we were still freshly, like, we're still new. I think we were probably like maybe 50 episodes in. We didn't have this couch. We had a super uncomfortable couch.
I'm dead.
People would roll down like this. You'd be rolling down like this throughout the whole podcast.
Yeah, it was literally wood and probably like a pillow. It wasn't comfortable at all. So, it
was a futon.
Dope. Yeah, it was a futon. No, congrats. I mean, I feel like, like when you reached out, like I went and I checked it out, and I was just like, that's dope. Like I'm all for, like you said, like representation, like, Mexican, Latinos, like all that, like I'm with it. So if anybody's like super genuine and like really trying to do their thing, for me, if I connect with it, it doesn't matter how many views, because a lot of times genuine people will do well. So it's like, then it's like, it's just gonna go. And I feel like we need so much more support within our community. And so I want to really like lead by example. So anybody, even if you're watching this, like if you're doing your thing, like I'm down, because growing up, I didn't feel like we had that net you know, of like a bunch of like creators that were all like Mexican proud, like happy to be, you know. So if like it's up to us to do that now. Like it's up to us to have that community and build that community. And that's the same thing within like Mexican American, you know, music or, you know, Mexican rappers. Like for a long time in Mexico, the rappers all were in their own little fucking world. And I feel like lately it's been more like more collaboration. You know, yeah, exactly. Collaboration. And I think that's kind of what happened, you know, in the reggaeton world. We could see that. So it's like if we all don't support each other, like we're gonna keep on doing this crabs in a bucket mentality, and I think that's what's literally holding us back, and it's so fucking dumb, you know. So it's like go, if you got talent, you're gonna do well. Why all the competition? Like fucking figure it out.
No, I have noticed that like just in the past years of just like you like I've just noticed like Mexicans, they always want to be the Mexican.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So it's like, no, I'm the Mexican. This is my, these are,
where's like, that one joke? Shit is me. And it's like, dude, come on.
Like, no, I'm more Mexican than that guy. You deserve me. But I'm like, we can all do it together and you can grow together and build. And I feel like we're heading that direction. And I'm super happy for that.
Finally. I do feel like finally. I feel like anybody who's not getting that right now, like they're behind. Because you gotta know that there's gotta be a wave. We gotta support each other. Plus it's like we're all fucking great and there's a bunch, you know what I mean? Like you don't get a bowl of frijoles with one frijol. Like you gotta have all of them.
Exactly.
No, people hate for nothing. Do you remember when like we would do like some Spanish, like we'll do like Mexico facts or something? Yeah. And then someone literally said, how is this guy stating Mexico like history facts when he's speaking English? It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
It makes no sense.
Not only that, but it's like, okay, I've had problems sometimes from people that maybe they're like, oh, she doesn't represent us because of this or that. Like, I've never heard of her in these places. And it's like, dude, I'm going to places where they didn't have a Mexican. You know what I mean? Like when I was on the BET Hip Hop Awards or when I was, for example, on the Wakanda soundtrack or whenever I've been on different places, like when the immigrants, the Hamilton thing or fucking Breakfast Club or anywhere that I go to, is like, these are places that like probably wouldn't have had a Mexican on that day, except for I showed up and I talked about us. So it's like the whole preaching to the choir, like you could show up to the most fucking Chicano party and talk about Chicano shit and we get it, but you have to go other places and explain it. Same thing. You could talk about Mexican facts in English because how are you gonna tell Mexicans about Mexico? You gotta talk in English to explain it to all the fucking kids that don't fucking speak Spanish. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think people just sometimes they don't fucking get it, but the cool thing about the algorithm is that it's teaching us that whatever you fucking pay attention to, that's where you're headed. So to me now, it's like, it's a good life lesson of just like, dude, focus on where you want to be headed. You want to be headed towards the fucking smart people that get it, that understand. We can ignore all these fucking idiots that don't get it. Like, go ahead. Like, go in your little fucking circle of stupid shit, but we're going this way.
Don't talk about my friends. Talk about my friends. No, it's because anytime I see some like hate comments, like there's always something, right? Yeah. I don't really care about the ones that are made about me because I already heard all of them. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But anytime that someone attacks my friends or something, I get mad. I
like that.
I get mad. I'll be like, yeah, fuck you and this and that.
That's dope.
Fuck, and I don't know.
He's a shooter.
I like that.
Aaron's our shooter.
Aaron's a shooter for sure.
You want to be my friend?
Hell yeah.
He lost our shooter. What the fuck? He lost our shooter. You want to be our shooter?
Like
God
that.
damn it.
And that's how I steal your bitch. No, just
sorry, guys. So we have this fun segment whenever we have musical artists. We want to do a thing called Rate the Bars.
I'm dead.
So
who's rapping?
So we got I'm not gonna tell you who's the artist. We're not gonna tell you the artist.
Oh shit.
But first I'm gonna tell you like the bar, and then you're gonna give it like just your review on it.
I hate this because one time Tech Nine got given some of my bars and he fucking he said it was whack, and then people were like, oh, that was Snow, and then he was like, no.
No, it's okay. These rappers, we asked them.
Yeah, okay.
We can share the bars.
They're definitely
they were down with it.
So first one, rate these bars. Tore up her pussy and gave her some stitches, breaking her back like a chiropractic visit.
First of all, I don't like that because that reminds me of childbirth.
Childbirth. All right. What would you give it? 1 out of 5?
I guess it depends on the beat. Like it's doable depending on the beat.
All
right, keep going.
Next one. Private jet, private life. You know where I go. I'm a short king, but she bowed down to me. How's she your girl? but she talk about C's.
I'm gonna give him a 5 because he's a short king and he needs the support.
All right, cool. Next one. Your best friend calling me. I think she want next. Got your gym crush, and I don't even flex.
That shit was corny. That shit was corny.
Very confident.
The gym crush. I mean, it's like that was a stretch in the gym. No, that was like he had to bring up the gym to be a flex. I don't know.
Okay.
It was all right.
So that was our song.
Okay, I'm dead.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, well, play me the beat.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Depends on the beat.
We made a. It's a parody
Shout out to
song.
Hardboy Music.
It's a parody song.
It's a parody song.
So
So
a drill basically.
I'm glad it was a parody song.
Yeah, it was. It was.
we tried our.
We made this song in like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it's already playing. Oh God.
I want to hear your delivery because I'm gonna judge your delivery more
so
than
Aaron's
I'm gonna judge your
verse is
bars.
first, then
Well,
mine,
it's
then
the chorus
Saul's.
first.
Oh, the chorus goes first.
And that's Saul.
Let's talk about bitches. I got a lot of types and they different. She
Okay.
come from the south, she Brazilian. You stuck in your feelings.
That's you?
No, that's Saul.
That's you?
That's the chorus.
Okay.
That's the chorus.
Let's talk about bitches. I got a lot of types and they different. She come from the south, she Brazilian. You stuck in your feelings. Her guts I be feeling. Gemini's and Leos ain't nothing can do. Let's talk about
Talking about bitches, tore up her pussy and gave her some stitches.
That's you, Chopper? Hey, yo, Chopper's in the building. Burr.
Calling me daddy.
Oh.
On my dick, she real grabby. After sex, she too chatty.
let's talk about bitches. I got a lot of types and they different. She come from the south, she Brazilian. You stuck in your
Oh God.
There he is.
Fire.
Let's talk about bitches. I got a lot of types and they different.
Never
She
mind.
come from the south, she Brazilian. You
Alright, this is my verse.
That's Cesar.
Gemini's and Leos ain't nothing can do. Let's talk about
From 909 all the way to Sao Paulo. Yo, bitch on my rack, so she calling me Pablo. Private jets, private life, you never know where I go. I'm a short king, but she bowed down to me.
Oh, that's a you. Who's the short king? Yeah. I'm dead.
I'm getting this degree. You think I'm a singer? I'm from the IE.
I'm dead.
We got Saul's up.
Okay, my next.
Oh shit, bro.
I got a lot of types and they different. She come from the south, she Brazilian. You stuck in your
I can't take this right now.
I know. I'm just getting high right now.
West side, get them undressed. You give good head, but you ain't the best. How you come twice and I ain't done yet? Your best friend call me, I think she want next. I got your gym crushing.
Oh, that's what it is.
How you spin a bag, I don't even spend a check. It's a red flag when she got the roast tag. It's a fuckboy fact when I say she throw it back. Let's talk about bitches.
There it is.
All
right.
We sound better.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, like, delivery.
To be fair,
Short
I didn't
king.
write. I just went in the booth and I just said it.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
who wrote
went
it?
in. He
I
went
didn't
in.
write it. No, I just went in. I just
Yeah, he just went in and
He had synonyms on his phone and he just went in from there.
Aaron went crazy with it
You
for sure.
freestyled? You out here.
I'm not good though.
No.
It was hard for 3
I
hours.
appreciate that.
That was good. No, good job.
Nice right
I'm
now.
not. No, I'm not. I mean, I've heard literally words from people who have whole rap careers. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
good shit,
what are you
good shit,
talking
guys.
about? Go ahead. I think y'all should keep it going. Why not?
We're gonna make maybe a Christmas one.
Yeah,
too.
we might make a Christmas one.
Make a Christmas one.
We were
That'd
gonna
be
ask
great.
you.
We're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna
We
call
want
Let
to
It
call
Snow.
Let It Snow.
Let It Snow.
And we want you to feature on it.
Okay. And I just pull up.
Yeah, you gotta
Pull
be
up.
like, all you gotta
I'm
say is
down.
Let It Snow. And then we'll do the rest.
I'm down, but y'all got to pull up to the ranch.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, we'll make
I
that.
have a
We'll go
studio
crazy.
at my ranch, so we can do that. And
Bet.
yeah, I'm down. Why not?
Hell yeah.
with it.
I'll have
We're with
fun.
it. We're with it.
Hell yeah.
What's the longest you've spent at a studio?
Ooh, studio sesh.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very known for I do the this is my move. I pull up. If I don't fuck with the vibe, I'll listen to the beat. I'll be like, yeah, this is fucking great. Yeah, send it to me, and then I just leave because I really don't. I don't necessarily love unless it's like if it's a vibe and there's people and I fuck with it and we're just like whatever. That's cool. But for the most part, like I write really fast, so like I could just write like a 16, whatever, and I'm out. But if it's gonna be like a creative thing and I want to vibe, usually I'll be in the studio a lot if I'm by myself. So I could book like 10 hours, 12 hours, and just be by myself with my engineer or my producer, or with people I like. If I fuck with somebody, I'm like, bro, let's be here. It's a vibe. But I have a studio at my at the ranch or whatever, so I be in there all the fucking time.
Nice.
Which is crazy that I also have a studio. I have a setup in my room, and I'd rather record there. So my whole last EP was like the majority of it was recorded in my
Does it feel like more like private and personal to you? That's why, or
yeah, like because there's times when you could rent a studio for it's like what $100 to $250 or maybe like 50, whatever you want to do, an hour, right? Or you could fucking get a nice hotel in Malibu and fucking, have a dope ass view and record there. Like it's the same thing. So I record myself. I have a laptop studio. I set up wherever the fuck I go. I've recorded in Colombia, Puerto Rico, wherever the fuck, Miami. And it's the same thing.
That's fire.
Yeah.
When was it, like at what age did you know this is what you wanted to do?
I feel like I just started and I never stopped. I don't think I ever really like thought about like this is like if there was any other option. Gotcha. I kind of just was just like, I have to do this because I went to college for 2 weeks and I was like, bro, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, this sucks.
You're reading the syllabus, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah. It just sucked because I just knew that I wanted to be creative. I knew the type of life I wanted. And that's what I mean by I don't know if I lived another fucking life because something told me that I just was meant to do something else. Since I was like 12, I was depressed because I was like, Mom, like, I don't know what this is, but I know I'm not meant to be here. Like, I need to go. And so this is pre-TikTok, Instagram, like all this shit. So what the fuck was telling me that there was anything out there? Like, it's like, but I knew I had to get the fuck out of there.
And I bet even when you're growing up, there's, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but any Mexican female rappers that you can look up to that you might go, if they did it, I can do it too.
And I need to be very careful with this because the internet loves to twist my words. There was Chicano rap, right? There was definitely Chicano rap. The thing is that I necessarily didn't identify with it because I was such a fan of Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill. The type of music that I listened to, there was no representation within that style of music. I loved R&B. I loved, you know what I mean? Like the type of music I liked. So in interviews before, I've said that and people be like, well, there was fucking, and it's like, bro, come on, you gotta really think about, it's like if a kid right now is growing up listening to drill music and they're like, there is no Mexican American woman in drill, and then somebody from Chicano rap is like, there was me, and it's like, well, bro, like, come on,
drill,
it's
different
like
music.
it's like different. Going to school, you listen to it on the radio, like they're not really playing that much Chicano rap on the like the popular radios back then. So, understand.
I like your like the way you rap and stuff because it's like like Cartel de Santa, like you hit it like that. I'm like, yes, that's what I fuck with heavy. Yes, I'm like,
exactly.
Yes, I was like, put it up. I was like,
no, but and also again, I was born in San Jose and I was raised in San Diego. Obviously, I went back and forth a lot, but being from Northern California and Southern California as a Mexican, you have to know that there's gangs, there's things in the streets that if you want to keep going, you're gonna either one, get into it, or two, stay out of it. And I stayed out of it. So a lot of the Chicano rap kind of like, it was my way of kind of like staying out of it because I was like listening to R&B and I'm like, how do I get to be one of those? I don't think banging is going to be the way to fucking, I had my family was involved. So a lot of people were just like telling me stay out. So I had to stay out. Doesn't mean I don't know people that are in and that all that, but I just was like, bro, like I give it respect and I'm not going to be out here just like faking some shit that I'm not, Exactly. So that's why I had to just really, and people don't understand that. That's why sometimes I be signed to Atlantic and they got a director and he's like, well, here's what you're gonna do, and they really want that like Chicano aesthetic. And I'm like, bro, I can't do that because your white ass is going home and I'm going to tour in these streets and somebody's gonna run up on me. So go home, So
Have you ever been afraid of like
getting pressed or
like scary fan interactions that you've had?
Yeah, I got pressed the hardest in Canada. It was crazy.
What the fuck? I thought you were nice.
It was so crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a sureño in Canada that just came up to me, and I was just like, bro. I was like, first of all, don't bang. Second of all, you're a guy. I'm a girl. Third of all, we're in Canada. Fourth of all, I didn't even sell that many tickets for us to have this amount of drama. I'm like, this is a small show. Like, keep it cool. You want a shirt or like, what are we doing here? So it was cool. But yeah, obviously I get pressed all the time, but I think people need to understand that if we really want to have that respect for the streets and for what's going on, then people know the rules and what happens, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I try to, look at me, I'm wearing purple. Like I stay neutral and I try to stay out the way.
I think it's because those dudes are just mad because you can steal their girl. Facts, bro.
No.
The girls are listening to your music. Like, turn that shit on.
Right. No, I don't know.
So we have this fun segment on
another
show.
Fun segment.
It's a very
Fun.
It's back.
It's a fan favorite. So we have a segment called Take the Mic. Where we give our fans, our listeners, the opportunity to take the mic, and they ask. It's anonymous. So we don't know
emails, no names, nothing.
Yeah, so we don't know what they're gonna say, but it's usually advice, questions, or scenarios.
Okay.
Or just they're trying to let some shit out.
Yeah, or just trying to air some shit out. So
just to warn you, there's a lot.
Sometimes it gets crazy.
There's a lot of tia fuckers in here,
which is weird.
A lot of people who have fucked tias.
Oh.
Yeah.
And not like other people's tias. Like
wait, their own tias?
That's the thing.
That's the thing we're confused about still.
Yeah, when they tell us these things.
Tias, or is like their. Sometimes we've heard like it's their girlfriend's tias or their homies tias.
But
maybe even their
they're
own.
into the tias.
Just take them to the quinceañeras you don't want to go to.
Yeah. I am dead. What?
Yeah.
All right, so here, let's see.
Y'all be gross.
I love y'all show since episode 2. So I got to a wedding with my family and of course the other side. I'm thinking, so it's immediate family and a lot of people on our side are close friends. I vibe with this girl. She is fine, thick. We vibe, we drink, we took a walk, we hit a kiss. Then we find out we was cousins after the wedding. How would you react to this after?
Keep it pushing.
I think you knew.
To a certain extent.
I think to a certain extent, if you had a family gathering, that's probably the first question you should ask.
Yeah, you gotta keep your guard up.
I think not asking that question, you was trying to fool yourself. And but also hit a kiss, like what? Where the fuck is that lingo from?
He said,
y'all say that?
He said,
"Yeah, hit a kiss."
We hit a kiss.
Maybe
hit a kiss.
He knew he was cousins. Like,
hey, we hit a kiss. I don't know.
I think the ass distracted him.
Yeah.
If she was thick as he claims.
Yeah. Let's see what this says. Hi, I was born 1996. I'm 26 years old. When I was a junior in high school, I kept cutting the cheese, farting, and people were covering their nose because it smelled so bad. And my question is, when you were in school, did you or one of your friends farted in class at lunch or on the bus when you or your friends had to cover their nose because it smelled so bad? And if so, tell me the circumstances.
what?
One of those raunchy ass farts.
Yeah, first of all, the fact that he has to mention covering your nose, like, yeah, that's what you should do.
Unless you're that one.
Don't be farting, bro. Don't be farting in front of people.
My dog be farting all the time. I have 2 pit bulls. They're gross.
Dog farts are the worst.
They're the worst, bro.
They're quiet too.
It sucks when you get blamed for it.
Yeah.
What?
No, yeah, when you definitely first time you're hanging out with somebody and you're like, bro, I swear it's the dog. Like, I know my dog's fart.
Especially if they don't have dogs like themselves. They don't know what like
they don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah. Like if a dog were to fart right here, I'd be like, oh, the dog farted.
Yeah.
Nice.
You wrote it a little backwards, but all right.
What's up, E.I. friends?
What's up, EI friends? I have a confession to make. For the past 3 years, I have been sleeping on and off with my ex. Well, he's actually my baby daddy, to be exact. I am single. I have been doing my own thing the whole time since we have broken up. But for him, he is actually married.
Damn.
I don't feel bad for sleeping with him because the woman he married was the girl he cheated on me with while I was pregnant. God. I had my phone with him for a while, and I'm in the wrong. Am I in the wrong for sleeping with him this whole time, even though she was the original homewrecker? P.S. Love your podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you still are. You like just because you want revenge. Revenge is never a good answer. Honestly,
you're just dumb.
Do you guys remember a couple months back, like 6 months back, there was a story where a girl was pregnant and he cheated on her, but then that girl ended up being pregnant and she left them.
It was a dude, right?
Mm-hmm. Is this the same story?
Oh shit!
They're connecting.
Did she go back to the daddy?
You brought that up, and that sounds so familiar. Holy shit!
Maybe. Let us know.
But
look, all I'm saying is, why did you guys why did both of y'all give the guy this pleasure to fuck both of you while you guys are
the
yeah,
dude's
like
winning.
You're dumb as fuck.
The dude just basically won.
He's bragging
That's
to
like
his
chewing
homies.
up your food, spitting it on your plate, and then sticking it back in your mouth. Like that's dumb as fuck. Like.
Yeah, so
and you think you probably winning, hella. You probably be posting them TikToks. So like, I got him. Like you in his DMs, but I'm in it. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all stupid as fuck. Y'all might as well.
The guy's a dick, but like still, like you guys are like basically like giving him like double the pleasure off 2 women, and they both know they both cheat on him.
Yeah,
like,
congrats, double mint gum.
He's telling his homies like on the PlayStation chat. He's like, yeah, bro, I got my ex and my wife just banging. So. Yeah, I think don't fire
you fucking up the game. That's what's wrong with you. Like you're the reason that these dudes are out here really thinking that they're shit is because stupid bitches like you.
Like you said, don't fight fire with fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Next one. I've been talking to this guy for about 4 months and I'm not sure if he's right for me or I'm just trying to focus on myself. But he doesn't like when I talk to male coworkers, friends, etc. And he uses the word respecting boundaries. Is this a red flag?
You're the red flag.
Talking to too many guys here.
Turns out you're the red flag. No, I'm just joking.
Is it me? Am I the problem?
No, what you're just talking to a guy. I mean, no.
I think he has no right.
I think I think it depends on what you're asking of him. You're also not saying what you're asking of him. It depends. I feel like it should be fair. If you have no problems with him talking to girls, then he should have no problems with you talking to dudes. It just like should be fair, right?
Big time.
But we don't we don't know his side.
Yeah. Cesar, don't be shy. Show us your hot dad.
I'm dead. Was that your dad with the duffel bag?
No, I'm Cesar.
Oh,
yeah, my dad.
I was gonna say I don't know what y'all got going on in here, but that man walked in, got a duffel bag, dipped out. I was like, what? Should I be armed out here?
It's the IE. Nah, my dad's a truck driver.
He's a truck driver.
Oh, interesting.
I thought I was in Queen of the South.
It's like another man comes in, grabs another bag.
yeah, one more guy that walks in with a duffel bag. I'm like, all right, we gotta go.
Married man holding on to old pictures of our old relationship. Why? Hey guys, wanted to get your perspective on why my ex of 5 years is still holding on to old pictures of selfies and of us. He has archived on his IG. The only reason I know he actually has archived on IG is because he sent me a screen recording of those pictures. He was married, but now is getting divorced from his wife after 4 months. What? Also, he also sends me videos, pictures of girls he's fucking/dating. Why? Is he trying to get a reaction from me, or does he see me as one of the guys? What do you guys think? Background story. I'm married and have a baby.
You shouldn't even be replying. He should be blocked.
He should be blocked.
Why are you giving him attention?
Women, sometimes you are the problem.
You are the problem.
I think they both are. I think it's fucking stupid.
Well, he's an idiot. He's a fucking...
He's dumb, but like if you have him blocked, like you don't get this information.
But also in his defense, he's getting a divorce, so he really could do whatever the fuck he wants. But you're married and you writing into them to ask them about some shit you already know the answer to. So check your psyche.
It's just like, why give him that time?
Yeah. I would do 2 more. What's your advice on turning 19?
You're just 19.
It's your nasty 19s.
Nasty 19.
Get
naughty 19s.
What the fuck?
Dirty nasty 19s.
God
Date a 45-year-old. Fuck it.
19? Honestly, there's
Turn
nothing
up,
special.
bitch.
It's just a random year.
19 and 20 are those dumbass years where you just do whatever you want.
19 or 20 are just awkward because like you're an adult, but you can't go to a club, drink, bar.
Yeah.
And you start meeting
do
older
shit
people.
and you can just write it off and be like, I was just 19. Like me, I had a whole marriage.
I was just 19.
I was just 19.
I was
What
in a
an
silly,
idiot.
goofy mood.
Right?
All right, last one. Let's see, what's this? Hi, friends. My boyfriend has accused me of cheating multiple times since we got together. We have been together for almost 2 years, and through the relationship, he's always been jealous. But this one time, he went and created this crazy-ass story in his head about how I was cheating. Maybe I'll explain some other time if you like, but yeah, it's hella long story. I don't believe in relationships if they aren't built around trust. I asked him if he trusts me, and he said no. I don't trust anyone right now. What? I should have broke up with him then, but I didn't. SMH. I ended up asking a friend, Mel, at the time, and he thought about the entire situation and asked, why would my boyfriend jump to the conclusion that I was cheating? And I asked him to explain from a Mel's point of view. My friend told me as a Mel, if they're accusing you of cheating, it's most likely because that's what he's already doing to you. After that conversation, I chose not to believe him and let his advice go because I can't be in a relationship where I can't trust my partner. I don't believe in checking another's phone. I really believe trust needs to be held in a relationship, and I really don't believe he's cheating. What do you guys think? Was my male friend's advice wrong or spot on?
Spot on.
Spot on.
Yeah.
From experience,
He's projecting
like a motherfucker.
Yep.
Spot on.
So
happened to me.
Listen to your male friends.
Happened to me.
Damn, dude, bro.
People be projecting out there. They blame you of something way too much. They're the ones doing it.
They're insecure.
It's a little bit. It can be a little.
And the reason you don't want to check his phone is because you secretly already know, but you just don't want to hurt your own feelings. So you gonna just be in that cycle forever. And hey,
I just
girl.
never checked because I didn't. She was always on her phone.
So she never
until
let
maybe time until I got that one lucky time.
But I'm saying if you already wondering and you're wondering enough to ask a male friend, which you already know the dude's gonna. If you go, oh, I asked so and so, they're gonna be like, oh, you're cheating with him. So it's like sometimes we fool ourselves into thinking some shit that we just already know the answer to.
Relationships are tough.
Especially
when you ever been in a toxic relationship?
Absolutely.
Fuck that.
Fuck
toxic
that.
people.
Fuck that shit, dude.
We have this like joke, but it seems to be real. It's like, and it's funny because you're also from Michoacan. It's like a lot of girls from Michoacan are toxic.
She couldn't deny it.
She didn't deny it.
I'm a fucking sweetheart. Are you kidding me?
She's
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend was from Michoacan too, and she was crazy.
First of all, I'm half from Michoacan, half from Zacatecas.
Okay. So
I don't know if that makes it worse.
That's where she was from too, bro. And the way that shit ended was.
I don't think it's Michoacan or fucking. I don't think it's geography problem. It's a fucking environmental problem with their family.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. You know, therapy.
Therapy.
I definitely I think everybody should go to therapy, especially if you're first generation Mexican American or first generation anything else anywhere else, because a lot of our parents just didn't have the money or the time or whatever, or their parents didn't. So there's a lot of shit that just gets, and I know it's such a buzzword, right? Like generational trauma, but real shit. There's some shit that we don't even realize until you meet your friends or like you talk to someone and then you're like, wait, it wasn't normal that, I was alone fucking most of the time. Like, shit like that. You just be like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Little did I know,
It's not until when you talk to other like people of different race or culture, you're just like, wait, that didn't happen to you?
Your parents
like that wasn't normal in your house? Like, no. What the
you
fuck
guys
are you
had
talking about?
food, snacks.
Those snacks existed?
Refried beans every fucking day.
I had a tortilla with salt.
I was having when there was chorizo in the beans.
Tortilla with salt. Hell yeah, fucking.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So
we all start crying right now.
We're like, turn off the camera. We need the therapist in here right now.
Yeah.
That is, therapy definitely. That's one thing I definitely want to recommend to people, because I mean, for me, I would say growing up, I thought if you went into therapy, you're just crazy.
Yeah.
And then so now I still haven't done therapy, to be honest.
You're so crazy.
I still a little crazy, but I definitely I recommend people doing it, because I feel like for me now, because growing up Mexican, like first generation Mexican, looking like emotions and expressing your feelings is very looked down upon. It's like, oh no, you're not strong. You can't do this. So that's how I grew up. But honestly, this podcast helps. I've talked about my emotions way more than I've ever had in my life.
This is honestly my therapy.
This is my therapy, but I still think we should get professional help.
I enjoy therapy because like some people, like sometimes you build resentment towards like your parents and stuff like that, like you said, and then you're in therapy and you're like, maybe my mom was this way because this and that happened to her. Yeah. And you understand them now and you're like, you know what? I don't resent you anymore. And then like you break like a little like bridge and you're like, this is, it's easier to talk to them.
Better.
Yeah, it makes you feel. Yeah, it makes you feel like, okay, at some point, like it's not your fault. It's someone, like, it's not. I don't have to be mad at you and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's also even sometimes you do have those breakthroughs or whatever, and you're like, okay, cool, I can coexist, because like I know where my traumas come from of like my parents or whatever. But then like it's not until you go through something else that you're like, wait, I was dealing with that completely different because I hadn't healed from this before I got into that, so sometimes you just gotta like backtrack and be like, okay, bet, like this is how certain things have gone. And that's why recently I've gone to therapy in the past for other stuff, but I had to go for something that happened recently, where it's like now I gotta be like, okay, bet, like this is why I allow this to happen or whatever. But to be honest, it's just kind of like a checking with a professional. Sometimes they'll literally be like, bro, you weren't the problem. You know what I mean? And you're like, whoa, like my therapy's over. But it's like, no, like you were all right. Like go ahead. And it's more like just like a good little check-in to be like, all right, am I tripping or is this, because sometimes, especially when you do stuff like this, we can get in an echo chamber, like you build a fan base and now your fan base like knows you, so they kind of like hype you up. And I just want to make sure that me, especially being a rapper and like podcasting and stuff, I don't let just my fans hype me up to think I'm always right. Yeah. I want to like check with a professional and be like, bro, am I tripping? And so, I suggest it for everybody. And also reading books.
Big time.
Read books, drink water, go to therapy. Let's try to be better people.
Hell yeah.
That's why you always make sure that the crew or team you have around you has your back, but they're not yes men.
Yep.
Because when you're fucking up, there's gotta be those the true homies. Yeah. True friends are gonna tell you, yo, bro, like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, you're fucking up, or this ain't it. Or this not like, oh no, bro, you know what? That shit was sick, bro. Like all of it's like, like, come on, man. You can't have yes men around you all the time.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt you in the long run. But that's dope. I'm glad you guys, talk about all that, and I'm glad you have this outlet. And like from how we started the podcast, I mean, cry if you want to, man. Like it's all good. We can have a good old. We can make a song about crying if you guys want. Pull up to the
our Christmas jingle to let us know is really gonna be a sad song.
Yeah,
it's definitely a sad song.
It's gonna start off like lit. She's gonna be like just doing like let us know, and we're gonna just die down like
sad for the holidays.
Sad as fuck.
Make it sad for the holidays.
Shoot a fucking music video if you want to.
We did
for
that song.
We did for the first song. Yeah.
Well, the thing is though, it would have come out way better, but we had to edit it down a lot.
Why? What were y'all doing?
That's drama between the people is that they're like, I don't want to be in the music video anymore because of things.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. So we had to edit like a lot of his
favorite scenes.
Yeah.
Cut off. Like,
I
a lot
hate
of his
that.
stuff was cut off. Yeah.
I've had people do that shit.
Because we had like a whole story. It was like a whole video was a story basically.
Yeah, it was a storyline. But
then like now our video is just like a bunch of mashups of different stuff.
Yeah. I've had videos I had to scrap literally because people will change their mind, and it's like, bro, where's your accountability? You signed up for this, you know.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
What's your dream collab?
Shit, I don't know. Your girlfriend Becky G and what's his name? Bad Bunny, fucking everybody, you know, Gloria Trevi, fucking a lot of different people. I feel like collaborate, like for the majority of my career, I didn't collaborate a lot. So lately, I feel like that collaboration is just really dope because it's like, even in like, you know, like this, like me showing up to your podcast or fucking, you know, doing, I don't know, content, whatever. I think that collaborative shit just exposes you to like new things. And I think at this point, I'm just like, that's what I'm super excited about, you know, like trying new stuff.
For sure.
It's dope.
One of my favorite artists is Russ.
Yeah,
and I feel like because he has like that series like Chomp.
Yeah,
it's like where it's like.
I would love to collab with Russ, but that motherfucker's famous as hell.
He's not. I feel like you guys can.
I have a song with him in Tech Nine. We have a song. We have a song called No CMs, but yeah. I
don't think I've heard the Floyds. I actually have. I felt like I've heard every Russ song.
I just posted it on my TikTok. It came out a while, but it was Tech Nine.
So has a Russ shrine back there.
Do you?
No, but I do. I do fuck with a lot of his lyrics because it's super like because he's in that independent wave just like you are, and I love. That's what I love preaching, the independent, like do it yourself. Wherever you're from, you can do it. Yeah. So that's why I think you two will be a perfect one, especially on Chomp, because that's where it's like bar for bar for bar. And I feel like you can really.
I would fucking love to. If he would ever be down, I would absolutely love to. I think it's funny because I actually check with him. Like we text, but we don't make music together. But honestly, there has been a lot of times, especially when I was leaving Atlantic or when, you know, even recently, right before I dropped the project, I feel like he is a blueprint of like a lot of the stuff that maybe like I was doing it for a long time and even he'll say it, but like he was dead ass. Like he took this shit and he has made himself literally like the prime example of what you could do if you stick to your fucking guns and you go. So to me, sometimes I'll be like, bro, like I'm thinking like, you know, I don't really want to be part of this shit. Like I just want to make music for my ranch. And he's like, make music from your ranch. I'm like, you're right. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm like, you're right. He's like, you want to make music with your goats and your chickens running around in the background? Then you do that. I'm like, facts. I'm gonna do it. So I don't know. Sometimes you just need those peers that'll really be like, do
the ones that
shit.
go, why not? Like,
why not? And you're like, you know what?
Like, make up an excuse right now. Like, there's none. Right? Like when I read his book, I was like, yo, like this shit went like, cause it tells you kind of like his story and stuff like that of him, like how he grew up. I was like, yo, like he's literally just like, just do it. Yeah. Do it. That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Whatever happens after that.
There's a funny thing in our friend group that anytime Saul plays, like let's say we're on the car and he plays with us, our friends always give him like the playful shit. Like, oh, you know, the plays like, will you fucking listen to Russ, bro?
I'm dead.
I love it.
He says it always, no, but every time, like anytime we're in the car and he plays Russ, like it's always the same joke.
Russ is
cool. It just never gets old.
Russ is cool.
No, he's definitely an inspiration for sure.
Like how he says in his lyrics, what is it? Everyone just hates Russ for the clout. Or something like that.
Yeah, like if you really pinpoint why people, you know, it's like
I don't even know why you'd hate on him.
It probably irks your spirit, you know. If you don't do things as independently as an independent artist, then when an independent artist flosses what they got, it's gonna make you feel some type of way, which is why a lot of people don't like it, because it's like, you know, it's the same reason why, you know, within Mexican American people there could be some dudes that don't like me. It's like you don't get to do what I'm doing, so it's gonna irk your spirit. But at the end of the day, like what am I really doing wrong? That if you had the chance to do, you wouldn't do.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't know. Shouts out Russ. He's fucking lit.
Shout out Russ.
Hey,
he watches this. Oh, that'd be cool.
Thanks, man.
What's been like one advice you've gone like in this independent journey that you are in now that's stuck with you, that you can like maybe share with other like artists trying to go independent or people chasing music?
As an independent artist or as a woman or as what?
Independent woman. Yeah, whoever you want to talk to. What's your advice? Or even your younger self?
I would, to my younger self, I would say trust myself more, you know, trust yourself more, because there's been so many times when I knew the answer. I knew what I should do. I knew who shouldn't be involved. I knew all this stuff. And I feel like sometimes our, you know, whether it's low self-esteem or our traumas, you know, if you grow up in a family where they make fun of you a lot for like making, you know, mistakes or whatever, like you grow up really like scared. So you don't really make the moves you should because you second guess yourself a lot. And I think I let some of those traumas make me second guess myself in situations where I knew what I should have done. I still gave people the chance to fuck me over, and I wasn't happy till they fucked me over, and then I can make the move. Like there's been so many times when I've had to allow somebody, I already knew they were gonna fuck me over, and I had to allow them to do it for me to finally be like, all right, so now I can move on. And it's like, bro, what kind of weird, sick shit is that? That I knew you were going to fuck me over and I let you do it for me to feel comfortable to move on. You know what I mean? It's like, I should have just had the balls to do it myself. Definitely. But I think being scared to feel guilty made me just like let people get over on me a lot. And then, and now I'm just like, bro, now I don't let people. Now I'm like, okay, I'll make the move. Like if I already know what's happening, I'm like, bro, let me just go. So that's one of the reasons why like I'm so excited to be independent, to not have a distributor, label, nobody. I could just be at my house, make my music. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I keep it pushing. I'm not really out here. I'm not aiming to fucking be the most famous person in the world. I'm aiming to do the right thing, represent, feed my family, and make my community happy. Not just Mexican or queer or anything, my actual community of fan base. Like, as long as they're proud of me and they're happy in what I'm doing, then every single accolade and everything I keep doing is just an extra, but I'm happy with my people, you know?
Oh, yes.
No, definitely. You're a huge inspiration. I would say this every single time. And whenever like I talk to other people, they all say the exact same thing. They're like, Snow's making such a huge impact, and we love literally everything you're doing, the road you're paving.
Thank you.
And it's a huge inspiration.
Thank you.
Do you guys, any last things before we wrap up? Any last topics?
You can go.
What's your... What was it? Oh, fuck. What I forget? Oh, okay. All right. This is the one that irked all three of us.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Huh? This is it.
All right. So it irked.
It irked me for sure.
It made Saul and I go on a rant for like 30 minutes. All right. So I'm talking. Some girl, you know, good guy, whatever, and she's like, I use my maps to go places. I use my GPS. I use my Google Maps. She's like, that's a turnoff.
That's an ick.
That's an ick. Is that really an ick?
Using a GPS?
Using your GPS to get places, even though you can kind of get there without using it?
She's an idiot.
Yeah, right? Bro, I say like I see that shit on Twitter too. Like a lot of girls like it's an ick when my man uses GPS. Like, you're a man, you should know how to get there. Like
I'm not Christopher Columbus or Santa Claus, bro. Like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
I even know some homies who don't use GPS. I'm like, bro, why don't you just fucking use the GPS? It's like an ego thing. I'm like, bro, fucking use the GPS.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and it's like a thing in the community.
It really is a thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's weird. I don't know. Like, it's like, even if you know, like, I don't know. It's like I rather not have extra things to worry about. It's the same way that I don't drive a stick shift. It's not like I wouldn't be able to. It's just like, dude, we have had technological advances. You know what I mean? Like, I bought a Model X. Like, it can drive itself. Like. It should drive itself. Should have drove itself the night that I fucking crashed it. It probably wouldn't have been crashed. But unfortunately, it was an ick for me to pay attention to where the fuck I was going to.
Definitely icks.
Yo, that's weird though. You guys need to stay away from girls that are like not healed. Why don't y'all start asking girls if they go to therapy? Yeah, I mean, you go to therapy too.
Because girls are always asking us.
Yeah.
And they're just projecting. They're the ones not going to therapy.
I feel like we ask them, then we're the dicks now.
Yeah. Why? Okay.
No.
But you're not.
What you would be if you're not in therapy. But if you start going, set that as a thing for you, and then you know what I mean? You're just like, hey, let's work together at being good human beings, like, you know, better place. I think just because like, the social media is fucking people up, bro. There's so many things that are jokes and they're funny, haha, but it's really just people and toxic and things. And then you just are like, bro, I don't know. It's a scary place out here. I got spit out into singleness and I'm scared of shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
No, like some of the tweets you see on Twitter, and it's like girls talking about like what they like in relationships or something like that. And you see all these retweets and likes. I'm just like, there's this much girls that agree with this shit. It's scary as fuck. You're just like, Who the fuck? Who am I gonna date, bro?
Yeah.
Who the fuck am I gonna
The
date?
homies.
Yeah, the homies.
But I
sure.
do, yeah.
Just the homies.
Yeah, just y'all three.
I
We
mean,
can all
yeah,
cuddle, bro.
three,
It's all
yeah.
good.
Straight up.
It's
lit.
It's been a lonely winter. You guys down to
Down
come
for
over,
Christmas,
bro?
sir.
Cool.
Yeah, Christmas.
I'm dead.
Nice little Christmas card. We should make one.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
What is actually last question before we wrap? I don't think I asked this already. But what is your Thanksgiving meal that
Holiday. If you said
or
holiday.
your holiday meal that you cannot get enough of?
I can't get enough of?
Yeah, you can eat it every day.
during Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Oh, fuck. There's so much.
Yeah.
I love food. I love food so much.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah, well, like I said, my mom lands tonight, so it's like freaking obviously I love my mom's like tamales. When it comes to other food like Thanksgiving, like I love macaroni, I love ham. My mom makes a bomb ass turkey. Everything. My mom can really cook, you know, and I don't even try to fight her for it. I'm like, you got it.
You do your thing.
But yeah, everything. But honestly, you know what's crazy for me is like I love frijoles de la olla. Like that's my shit. Like with cheese, like I'm
with cheese,
very
son tostadas.
simple with that.
Yeah.
Like even like cucharadas, like I'm fine. Like so yeah, or enchiladas. That's my shit.
Fuck yeah, mine's chilaquiles.
Mole, whatever.
Mole.
Birria, fucking whatever, dude.
What's your holiday?
Pozole. I can eat that one every day.
Fuck yeah.
I was gonna say tamales, but I feel like it's gonna start getting heavy. But pozole, I feel like I can eat it all day, like for a good 3 weeks.
Yeah. God damn, that's
Mom makes a big ass one.
Bro, I fuck up the tamales at the house.
Bro,
if they leave me, they like my family, like because they all have like their girlfriends and their boyfriends and stuff. So they leave, and on Christmas Day, I'm just chilling. I'm like, bro, I fuck up like 15 tamales just Christmas Day.
That's what you did last year, remember?
That's what I did last year. I was
last
telling him
year.
like how many tamales I was eating. I ate 15.
Los recalientas like with like grease on the
with
pan.
grease on the-
Yeah,
bro,
that's that
I do
fire.
them
Put
different
sour
here and
cream
there.
on it.
You know what I want to try
fire.
them? Air fry them.
Oh,
Fried
yeah.
tamales.
I want to see how it tastes air fried.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I could think I could pack out like 15 more if they're air fried because there's not that much grease.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
Bro, for me, it's gotta be tamales, bro. Like my top 2 favorite foods of all time is steak, and then tamales is right behind it, bro. Like
Bro.
just
How you eat your steak?
medium rare, bro.
Hey,
Come on.
there he is.
Come on, bro. All I know is if you get your shit well done or rare, you're a fucking psycho.
Or a girl.
Or a girl.
Or both.
Or both.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well done is basically a carne asada.
Yeah, it's like carne
Straight
asada.
up.
Like
My
when we ate the
mom will
tummies.
only eat steak well done, so I'm like, Mom, I'm not taking you to a like rich steakhouse because fuck that. Like you're gonna eat fucking carne asada, vamos a la casa.
$80 carne asada, like nah.
Fucking arrachera's fucking $10 a pound. Just get that
Yeah, I'll
shit.
get the T-bone, fucking dry aged, well done.
Right?
What I dry aged this shit then? What the
Right?
fuck?
Sure got a tomahawk steak for fucking
Tomahawk steak.
no,
For
please.
real. But I think we can wrap it up right there.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lots of thank yous.
Yeah, honestly,
you.
this was huge for us.
Thank you.
Like I said earlier, like you were a list, and I was like, this is someone I really want. You're definitely someone who impacts the culture and knows the right things to say to inspire the community.
Thank you.
And it's amazing everything you're doing. Growing up, I wish I had people like you, just like who can like motivate me growing.
Thank you
to
so
be
much.
like someone to like represent the community and who I am.
Aw.
So I hope someone listening gets inspired by you, and I know they will.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely, guys, go check out her Instagram. Definitely check out her music.
Absolutely. Thank
December 3rd.
December 3rd
If
as
you
well.
don't know and you want to go to one of her concerts, she'll be at the Novo December 3rd.
And I'm
Yep.
telling you,
Get your tickets.
I was fortunate enough to attend the TikTok show you did.
you. Oh yeah.
And even though it was just, I don't know how much it wasn't that much of us, but it was a party.
Yeah.
Like you really,
Because it
know
was
how to
just a
throw
bunch
show.
of TikTok influencers. So
Yeah.
like everybody just went with their fancy clothes and whatever. And I was like, can I pop the champagne bottle? When the front row said yes, I was like,
That's all I need to know.
I was like, fuck it. Yeah, it was definitely
You
a
can see
blast.
all the footage, all your live footage of your concerts, all of them look super lit. So you guys definitely should
Check it
check
out,
out
honestly.
Yeah.
this show December 3rd.
Thank you, thank you. I hope you guys, if you guys want to come, let me know. Put you on the guest list. Go through party. Hopefully you guys,
100%.
you
You're
know.
100%
100% down.
Snow the product fans are not toxicas, so you might be able to find some
Oh, shit.
baddies
They
there.
all went to. They all go to therapy.
They all go to therapy.
That's where you guys been at? I should have fucking
You've been missing out, bro.
Yeah.
But we gotta be careful because just one like, one follow, Snow will take them.
No. No, I don't date fans. Remember, I'm good. We good.
So, any last things you want to let the people know before we sign out?
That's it, man. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, your intro and your outro, you're already flattering enough. Thank you guys. Anytime you guys want me to pull up, I will. But you guys are pulling up to my studio and we'll record something and it'll be fun. All right, let's do it.
Cool.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys so much for all your support. You guys are the ones that help make this happen. So thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. My name is Saul Gomez. You can find me at every social media platform at Saul V Gomez.
My name is Cesar. You can find me at I Know Cesar.
You can find me at her concert trying to find my love of my life. And I just want to say again, literally huge thank you. And again, like Saul said, thank you so much for being such an inspiration for not just the Mexican community, for Latino community, but also something that's dear to you, the queer community. I just want to say, if you are someone who, you know, is having trouble coming out, it's okay. Just come out. If the people that fuck with you now, if they won't fuck with you when you come out, they're not the real people that are in your life. Fuck them. All right. You will find those people. So I would say, don't be scared. Be you. Do not be afraid to be the true you. All right. Love you guys. Thank you.
Adios.
That was awesome.
That was nice. That was nice at the end, Aaron.